What's going on, everyone? So I've seen a lot of criticism and just trade Max Christie. The criticism, I do believe, is warranted, right? I do believe that, he has not played great by any stretch of the imagination. He's had his spots. He's had his few little moments here. For the most part, he's not been what we need him to be. I don't believe anybody is untradeable, so I don't necessarily believe that you shouldn't trade him if the right deal comes along. But he is a guy that I would hold on to because he's a 21-year-old development guy who went from not really playing at all and just sparing spot minutes to now we need you to be the sixth best player on this team every single night. That's a huge leap for anybody, let alone a 21-year-old kid that is still in the process of developing and growing. Right? I know that there have been guys that rookie season have just dominated and been, 20. Tyreek Evans was, rookie of the year and averaged like 25-5 or whatever. Right? But not everyone is like that. We have to be patient growing and developing these guys. Again, I'm not saying he's untradeable, right? If the right move comes along that can, take us to the next stage, take us to the next level to being a real contender, then sure, trade him. But we also need guys for the long haul, right? And we have plenty of other guys that are more than available to be traded that I would put way over trading for Max Christie. Now, I do think we need to upgrade the bench depth, and I do hope that Christian Wood, when he returns and he comes back, that he is able to kind of be that sixth man. He's been proven to be a 17-6 guy off the bench in other teams. So my hope is that he comes in, he, not necessarily saying 17, but he gets in, plays double-digit scoring, right? Now, Max Christie becomes a seventh guy. Dalton Knecht becomes the seventh or eighth guy, right? Now the pecking order, and there isn't as much pressure to be great night in and night out. But here's the other thing, and this is my biggest gripe. If you want to criticize Max Christie, again, it's warranted. But a lot of those people I don't see say anything about Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent is 28 years old, a veteran that was arguably the third best player on a finals team on a run to the NBA Finals, and 2 straight years has given us nothing. Nothing. First season, he played 11 games, and he was hurt. But in those 11 games, he shot 30% from the floor. He shot 11% from 3, and that's me rounding up. Right? He shot 57.1% from 2-point range on 1.9 attempts, but he had an EFG of 33.7%. He even shot 50% from the free throw line within those games. He had, I have to literally round up on all of these numbers. He had 1 full rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, and a turnover. Averaged 3.1 points in those 11 games. So even the games that he did play was terrible. Now you look at this season, fully healthy, had the year off, supposed to be coming in, key acquisition, right? He's a guy that was huge, that was supposed to have an impact. Again, 28-year-old veteran. In 7 games thus far, he has averaged 17.7 minutes. He is shooting 29.6% from the floor on 4 attempts per game. He is shooting 18.8% from 3-point range on 2.3 attempts. So 2 straight seasons, this guy has shot under 20% from 3. He has never been a great 3-point shooter, right? For his career, he's 33%, right? But you're talking about a guy that is shooting not bad, I mean abysmal. Abysmal. The guy's shooting under 20% from 3-point range. From 2-point range, he's not even shooting 50%. He's shooting 45.5% on even 2-point ranges. He has an EFG of 35.2%. He's averaging, again, I got to round up, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 1 turnover, 1.4 fouls, and 2.7 points per game. He is worse than last season, and he was hurt all season last year. Why aren't we getting on Gabe Vincent? Why isn't anybody talking about Gabe Vincent? Why is it the 21-year-old? Why is he the one that, he's trash, he's this, he's that? When he's a development guy, he is 3 years younger than Dalton Knecht. Like, what does he look like 2-3 years from now when he's at Dalton Knecht's age? Right? again, I'm not saying he's great and, oh my gosh, like, no, but again, he is a quality two-way win. He's already shown the ability to be an NBA level defender. Is he out of position at times? Does he have, bad moments on the defensive end? Of course, right? That comes with experience. That comes with this. And we played 7 games for a kid that went and had no experience to now having to play one of the biggest roles on this team as the 6th man. Can we give the kid, 20, 30 games at least? Gabe Vincent's had 2 years. And he's a veteran that's 28 years old and has been in the league for multiple seasons. Why is Max Christie the guy that everyone thinks this is all Max Christie's fault because of our bench? What happened to the 28-year-old leader? What happened to the 28-year-old veteran? What happened to the guy that we went and was considered a big acquisition for us to replace guys like Dennis Schroeder, stuff off the bench? This guy's been abysmal. Literally abysmal. Maybe it's just the history with Miami point guards, right? Same thing happened with Kendrick Nunn, right? Kendrick Nunn was fantastic in Miami, comes to Lakers, he ends up getting hurt. The big talk was like, hey, don't worry, he's back, right? He's going to be great. He's going to be exactly what we need. And he comes in and he was abysmal. He was awful. So much so we had to get rid of him, right? And that probably same thing's going to happen with Gabe Vincent. Max Christie's 21 years old. We constantly see guys, Scottie Pippen Jr., Jay Huff, right? Like, we've seen guys, Larry Nance, Julius Randle. People, we just gave away Julius Randle. Ivica Zubac just gave him away. And people were like, good, they're trash, they're terrible. Now, look, Julius Randle's an all-star. Ivica Zubac is, leading the league in rebounding right now. Right? He's averaging, a double-double. It's just been ridiculous. Scottie Pippen Jr. just got a 4-year deal and everyone's talking and, Lakers really dropped the ball. Lakers messed up. Why? Because teams gave him the opportunity. Scottie Pippen went to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Memphis Grizzlies let him play every game and let him just get through his hurdles. When he had bad games, it was fine. When he had good games, it was fine. Max Christie is probably going to have some good games. He's probably going to have a couple games this season. But we knew coming into this season that there was going to be inconsistencies. Or at least you should have talked about it all offseason. They're like, hey, we need to be patient with Max Christie. He's going to, I believe in him. I think he's going to figure it out. But it's going to take time. I can't get on Max Christie yet. Now, if we get, like I said, 25, 30 games into the season and nothing's changed, and he's still the exact same guy, then yes, absolutely. I think, there needs to be a more stern conversation. But right now, 7 games in to your first role, the guy, I know he isn't a rookie on paper, but he might as well be. This is his rookie role. This is the first time he's ever played this role. Dalton Connect, as high as we are on Dalton Connect, he's had some duds. He's had some bad moments. Defensively, he's not great, right? He's had some great moments, don't get me wrong. But he's also had some bad moments too. And no one's saying to trade him and ship him out. Why? Because he's a rookie. But he's also 3 years older than Max Christie. And he has 3 more years of playing experience. 3 more years of development in college. Max Christie is a guy that is trying to figure stuff out and playing a huge role. He's playing one of the biggest roles on this team. The first man off the bench that's got to come in and play and be great every night off the bench. Yet, the guy that's 28 years old, that is the veteran, that was supposed to be one of the leaders on this team, has not done, he's been terrible. It's been garbage. And yet, it's the 21-year-old's fault. It's the kid's fault that this is his first opportunity, and he's not living up to our expectations, right, 7 games in. Right, is the standard for Gabe Vincent really that low? It shouldn't be. And look, no one's expecting Gabe Vincent to be a 20-point-a-game guy, but at least not be unplayable. He's never been this guy that's just lights out, go get you 40. No, he's a guy that, get you 8, 10 points a game. Well, where is that? Where is that? You look at the Miami stints, right? This guy gave you 9.4 points, 8.7 points. All right, that's what he gave you. He shot 51 0.2% from 2-point range and shot 50% from 2-point range in those 2 consecutive years with Miami. I'm not talking about like his first few years. His first few years were, he's playing like his first few years, to be honest. Actually, he was better his first 2 years than he is now because he played literally half the minutes. In his rookie season, averaged 2.4 points. Compared to this season, he's averaging 2.7 points and playing nearly 10 more minutes. And then in his second season, he averaged 4.8 points, where his best stint with the Lakers was 3.1 points, and he averaged 20 minutes. That season, he averaged 13. So even his rookie seasons are better than what we're getting from his rookie and sophomore season are better than what we're getting from him for the Lakers. Yet, it's Max Christie's fault. Max Christie is the reason that the Lakers bench is awful. No, it's one, the Lakers bench is just awful, period. It's the Lakers' fault that their bench is awful. But it's also that we don't have Gabe Christian Wood, which I do think he's going to help some. I don't think he's the cure-all, but I do think he helps some. And it's our veteran guy who was supposed to come in and hold down the second unit just has been unplayable. Again, I can't get on Max Christie yet. I'm not there yet, especially when you have a guy in Gabe Vincent who is supposed to be, at least give you some level of consistency, and yet absolutely nothing. I don't get it. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Disagree? Are you kind of mixed in the middle? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.